after a long gap to learn another poem that is newly introduced in your syllabus of class 10 SEBA board, that is the ball poem. So it is given instead of the poem Fog. And before going to start the poem, let's know something about the poet. The name of the poet is John Berryman. He is an American poet. We have already learned another American poem, that is The Animals by the American poet, what is his name? Walt Whitman. You are right. So now our present poem is the ball poem. The poet John Berryman has got Pulitzer Prize for his anthologies of poem. Anthologies of poem means a book on poem, different poems, a compilation of different poems. For that book, he has got Pulitzer Award, and it is one of the highest award for literature for a poet. Later on, he has also got the National Book Award. So that is another achievement of the poet. Now let's see our poem, the ball poem. What is the boy now? Who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there is it in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling and staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost. Always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning. Well, behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up, by John Berryman. As the poem starts, we come to know that the speaker is closely inspecting the little boy who is playing with a ball. The first two lines indicate that the boy has lost the ball and now the boy seems to be very upset. Next two lines, I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over there it is in the water. So these next two lines makes us aware that the boy has lost his ball as he was bouncing the ball while playing by the side of the water. Maybe it is a river, a sea, a water hole. It is not clear, but the boy has lost his ball. Now, the words merrily bouncing related to a ball seems to give personification to an inanimate object. Personification means giving human-like qualities. The ball is merrily or joyfully jumping until it fell into the water. Who used to say, oh, there are other balls. This means the speaker, whether he is the little boy's father, brother, mother, some relative or some of his acquaintance, says that consoling the boy is not fruitful at all. He would not listen to him. To console the boy that he would get some other balls is of no use. He has already attachment with his possession. He asks the little boy that he need not worry. Sadness greatly affects the boy. The loss of the ball seems to be unbearable. He is extremely sad. The grief makes him freezed. He could not move. He is trembling. He is afraid. He is shaking and continuously staring or looking at the ball which has already fallen in the water. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down. Next lines. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. Harbor means where the ship comes to the shore. The little boy is so grief-stricken that it seems all his childhood joy has lost. The speaker thinks that he would not intrude or forcefully ask the boy to come out of the grief. He wants to make him understand that he has to bear his loss. This is life experience he is getting. As he grows up, he will be experiencing similar loss either in materialistic possession or in case of relationship. He may lose some valuable possession or someone may snatch or steal it from him. He must bear this loss. Next line, a dime another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. So a dime means 10 cents. It is used in US. We have already got the word cent in the first chapter, A Letter to God. You are familiar with the word. This is his first responsibility. Why the poet is talking about responsibility? Why the speaker is talking about responsibility? Responsibility because the boy should have been careful to go by the side of the water. Next lines, ball will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. So here balls is repeated. It is twice mentioned. It is alliteration. So it is another poetic device used by the poet, used in a symbolic way. That is why it is repeated in order to make the little boy understand to bear his loss of possession or valuable. He is learning to accept the harsh realities of life. This is a lesson for him. Although he is desperate or hopeless, he understands this fact. The last 3 lines of the poem, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know and most know many days how to stand up. So here the poet uses a word epistemology, which is derived from the Greek word which means to understand or to know. So the boy must know. The poet ends up with the notion that the boy will learn that as he grow up, he will face this kind of situation, innumerable situation like this, and he has to bear the same. It may be the loss of materialistic thing or relations in life. You must have understood that the ball is insignificant in monetary terms. It does not cost much for the speaker, but he would not buy it as he wishes the child to understand his responsibility and bear the loss of something that he values in his life.